Today we're looking at multiplication. So when you're looking at multiplication, you're looking at, let's say, 2 times 2. Now, how we'd normally say this is 2 times 2 or 2 multiplied by 2. But in actuality, this x, this times symbol, says groups of. So what this says is 2 groups of 2. For example, that would be 2 groups of 2, which would give us our answer. And we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. Our answer is 4. All right. Another way of looking at this is with an array. So an array, you would do 2 groups of 4. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have an array, which says 2 groups of 4. Both of these will give me 8. Both of these are ways to do multiplication. Now, as we get into bigger and bigger and bigger numbers, this might not be as good of a method. But when you're doing the smaller numbers and you're just learning that 2 times 2 is actually 2 groups of 2, these are a good way to go. Let's look at another array. So if I have the array this array says 1, 2, 3, 3 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So this says 3 groups of 4, which would give me altogether, if we counted, 12 little circles. So this is another array. So you can make arrays from the multiplication sentence itself, or you can make multiplication sentences from your array. Now remember, this x is groups of, that's what that says. So whenever you're saying it, say 3 groups of 4, not 3 multiplied by 4 or 3 times 4. Another nice thing, so let's look at the next thing of multiplication. When you're multiplying, let's go back to our 3 groups of 4. When we have 3 groups of 4, what we can do is both of these numbers are called factors. Now, of course, I can have as many factors as I want in a multiplication problem. We're just working with 2 right now. But these factors can be switched around and give me the exact same product. So these are factors, and this would be the product. So these factors could be switched to 4 groups of 3, and they would still give me the product 12. That's the nice thing about multiplication. Now, as you get into bigger and bigger and bigger multiplication with more and more and more numbers, that's not as true. But when you're just doing with 2, it works really nice. All right, so this was level 1 multiplication.